Hey church, it's Andrew here with your small group questions for Genesis chapter 21 as we wrap up this first part of our series in the book of Genesis. Now there's a lot of stuff that we can dig into here as we see three different stories coming together to conclude our time. And so the very first thing we see is 21 is the promise is fulfilled. So we see Isaac is born. Now into this, there's a very important word that we're going to see play out in the first half of our book with the Isaac narrative and the Ishmael one, and that's laughter. What is key about this phrase in these two texts, and why is it important for us? What do we gain from seeing this word at work? Again, the name, Isaac's name, means laughter. So some of those interesting things that we can pull out. Now, while moving along through this text, what do we learn about God? Again, from this text, there's three different pieces, three different narratives. Each one heightens our knowledge of God and what God is doing with his people. So as you work through that, you see that. What do we learn about Abraham through these texts? And then again, we then come to the issue with Isaac and Ishmael, the very first thing that we see here in the casting out of the slave woman. So we see Sarah, and then we see Abraham's reaction to her request. Why is it important for us to see that there needed to be a separation again between Isaac and Ishmael? How does that work with everything else we've seen in this text? How we continue to see this play itself out? And then into that, how is God's mercy revealed in this text, in that section? And so as you move through this text, we then come to the end. We come to Abimelech once more. And why do we have this covenant? What is the nature of this covenant? And again, how do we see this in relation to last week? Because really we have last week's chapter 20 and the end of 21 bookend this whole narrative of the birth of Isaac and the separation. How do all of these things work together in showing God's covenant faithfulness in connection then to Abraham creating this covenant with Abimelech? So again, as you work through the text, there are three separate narratives that all work together to reveal to us something very important about God and his faithfulness. Hope that you'll spend some time in the text and can't wait to see you guys on Sunday as we worship together.